fine. Okay.
Back to music on the underground.
We're not about the hashtags and the lines.
We about good music on the underground.
Check this out.
High definition radio. The underground. Listen live on the airwaves. Catch us on the net. We are the underground.
Yo, check this out.
Durban Streets, what's poppin'? It's the Vooka.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Monday to Friday.
Delilah, why you wanna bring me so? Delilah, why you wanna bring me so? I can tell you've been mixing from the sign you've been given. Hey, so dangerous, how you playing up? Don't be straying up, don't be waking up. Fine girl, she want me. Give her my love, only till my love. She call me, she do me that, she do me. Fine girl, she want me. Give her my love, only till my love. She call me, she do me that, she do me. Delilah, why you wanna bring me so? Delilah, why you wanna bring me so?
Good morning, family. Guess what? It's another amazing, beautiful day on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And I'm extra excited because the sun is out. And thank God it is not cloudy today because the sun has decided to come out and bless us. Hence today, some of us are actually wearing a dress because the sun and the weather actually allows for that one. But I hope you guys are doing fantastic and amazing. And not forgetting to say good morning to my fellow viewers or listeners, Konala Pilot Tegwini, listening through the Underground Radio app, which you can actually download for yourself via iOS if you're using an Apple phone, or the Android Play Store if you're using an Android phone. I hope you guys could also go out and download the app. And don't forget that you can also comment under our YouTube comment section using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Nations. Today we are talking about the Lion Park Safari, nestled just outside of Johannesburg. The Lion Park Safari is one of South Africa's most thrilling wildlife experiences. It's a place where adventure meets education, offering visitors the chance to get up close with Africa's most iconic animals. Imagine driving through vast enclosures where lions roam freely, their golden coats glistening in the sun, or spotting cheetahs stretched out gracefully under the shade. The park is home to a wider range of species, including giraffes, zebras, wild dogs, and antelopes, making every visit a true safari adventure. What makes the Lion and Safari Park special is its balance between excitement and conservation. Guests can enjoy guided game drives, self-drives, or even thrilling predator feeding sessions, all designed to showcase the majesty of the animals while raising awareness about their protection. For families, there are safe interaction areas where children can feed giraffes or learn about wildlife in a fun, hands-on way. Beyond the animals, the park offers a taste of local culture with craft shops and restaurants serving authentic South African flavors. Whether you're a tourist or a local, the Lion and Safari Park is more than just a day out. It's a chance to connect with nature and celebrate Africa's heritage and create unforgettable memories. Now today we're also going to be having an amazing guest who goes by the name of Musa Kumalo, also known around here in Soweto as Ukwama Shobani, who is a South African restaurant owner, and he's coming back with some amazing news because he also won an award at the Soweto Tourism Awards. So we can't wait for him to come here in studio and tell us more about his awards and also see the amazing achievements that he has achieved since our last interview with him. But right now we'll be taking a break, and then after that we're coming back with your news, sports headlines, also followed by a traffic, weather and market updates.
너의 중요하다는 words, it's for you, it's all for you. 왜 그런 거야? I'm okay just the way I am. I'm okay with what I do. 지금이 들어도 상관없는데 이 끝이 없는 조언들 너만한 necessity. 고맙지만 고맙지 않은데 you know right here, right now. 답이 찾으면 안 되는 걸까? 왜 그런 거야?
We are live. Durban Streets, what's poppin'?
The favorite morning crew
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show. go. What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
My name is Naomi P. Umkabayi Gamakusazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE list. My name is Musa list.
On the Vooka Breakfast Show.
So easy for me to say what I'm thinking. It's so obvious for you, my heart keeps beating. I don't mind. There's something about you that keeps me alive. How can I get to you this time? I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. I won't blame you, it's easy when I lose the fight. Keep me in your mind, I swear I'll do the time. Promise me we'll be alright. I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. You set me on fire, kept me burning inside. There's a feeling it's telling me to run, but I won't hide. I'll give you my heart tonight. I won't blame you, it's easy when I lose the fight. Keep me in your mind, I swear I'll do the time. Promise me we'll be alright. I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight.
Once again, a very good morning. My name is Moeketsi, my man, and these are your top stories making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline, members of parliament slam government over ongoing load reduction crisis. Government promises to end load reduction are being challenged in parliament. Electricity Minister Kgosi Ramogopa told the members of parliament that load reduction could be eliminated by the end of 2026. However, opposition's MPs say this is simply a rebranding of a failure, arguing that communities are still facing regular power cuts. They raised concerns that poor and working class areas remain hardest hit despite claims that load shedding is over. MPs warned that without fixing local electricity networks and illegal connections, load reduction will continue regardless of government assurances. On your next headline, Thabo Bester claims in court he never escaped prison. Convicted rapist and murderer Thabo Bester has told the Johannesburg High Court that he did not escape from prison. Bester argues that he was lawfully released and says the state has not proven that he escaped from custody. He is challenging the charge that labels him an escapee, claiming his constitutional rights are being violated. Bester represented himself in court and asked that he be reclassified as a remand detainee. The court has reserved judgment in the matter. Your last news headline, Gautrain plans major expansion into Gauteng townships. At least 120 billion rand has been invested in the planned expansion of the Gautrain rail network. The project aims to bring faster, safer, and more reliable transport to Soweto and other Gauteng townships. Gautrain management says the expansion will connect areas that were historically excluded from rapid rail services. Spokesperson Albi Modise says commuters will be able to travel quickly between township and economic hubs like Midrand and Sandton. The project will also offer special fare rebates for SASSA pensioners and people with disabilities, although some commuters have raised safety concerns. That's all for your news headline. Heading over to your sports news, starting off with football news. Ntombela cautions Sundowns over Champions League complacency. Mamelodi Sundowns legend Mike Ntombela has warned his former club against complacency in the CAF Champions League. Despite reaching the semi-finals, Sundowns were pushed harder by Stade Malien and even lost the second leg away from home. Ntombela says Sundowns looked too comfortable and believed the match would be easy. The caution that at this stage of the competition there are no easy opponents. Sundowns now face Esperance of Tunisia, and Ntombela insists any lack of focus could lead to a shock result. To your cricket news, Proteas rookie gain vital experience on tough New Zealand tour. Proteas coach Shukri Conrad says South Africa's tour of New Zealand has been a valuable learning experience for young players. Despite the series coming straight after the T20 World Cup and being physically demanding, Conrad believes the exposure helped rookies understand the pressure of international cricket. Players like Connor Estesen, Ngobani Mokoena and debutant Prenelen Subrayan stood out as they stepped up against a strong opposition. Conrad admitted both teams were under strength, but says the series has been important for players' development and building depth for the future. On your golf news, Tiger Woods returned for crucial TGL final match. Tiger Woods is set to return for competitive golf in the TGL finals on Tuesday night in Florida. The 50-year-old will play for Jupiter Links Golf Club as they face Los Angeles Golf Club in the best-of-3 title series. Woods has not played competitively since the 2024 Open Championship and has been recovering from back surgery and Achilles injury. He has served in a non-playing role this season, but now steps in as his team looks to stay alive in the finals. That's all we have for you right now. Stay tuned for more sports and news headlines. And if you want to share your thoughts on these headlines, you can simply head over to our YouTube and use hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send your voice note on 060-493-3226. Now we're going to be heading over to your market financials and look into how your weather is looking like for this beautiful Wednesday weather morning. So for now, don't switch the dial.
Give her my love, only till my love, call me. She do me, dash, do me. Fine, fine girl, she want me. Give her my love, only till my love, call me. She do me, dash, do me. Delilah, why you wanna break me so? Delilah, why you wanna break me so? Delilah, why you wanna break me so? Delilah, why you wanna break me so?
Road. This is your traffic update. Starting off with the Joburg traffic, there's roadworks on the R21 northbound at Olifantston Road. 3 of 6 lanes is closed, and then there's also roadworks on the N4 westbound and eastbound at Solomon Mahlangu. Shoulder closed. There's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound before Winnie Mandela Drive. One out of 4 lanes is closed. Heading over to your KZN traffic, there's roadworks on the N3 south after ramp from from Cedar Road to after ramp to Peter Brown interchange. Please expect delays, and 1 out of 3 lanes is closed. Poor visibility on the N3 South after ramp from Zedenburg Road. Expect lane closures. Drive carefully. There's also road works on the N2 North from the ramp from Queen Nandi Road to the ramp from Umdluntoti interchange. Expect delays. 1 out of 4 lanes is closed. Here comes in your weather update. Johannesburg is standing at 16 degrees with scattered clouds. Cape Town is at 19 degrees with broken clouds. And then your Durban is standing at 24 degrees with broken clouds. Pretoria is standing at 19 degrees with clear skies. Bloemfontein is at 18 degrees with light rain. Soweto at 17 degrees with scattered clouds. Khayelitsha at 20 degrees with broken clouds. And that is all for your weather and traffic updates. I hope you guys will drive carefully. Also, feel free to send us a message if you do get any traffic update while you're on the road to 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. It's a beautiful morning. Don't you agree, Mo? Don't you agree, Mo? That it's a pretty beautiful morning today.
Yep. I mean, it is a very beautiful Wednesday morning for all of the Vooka fam and the underground family out there. 21 minutes past 8. It is the time, and as mentioned, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning. We are getting rid of the midweek slump. A very good morning. How are you doing, and what are you up to, and what are you looking forward to? Because this is the last week of this month. We are going to be saying hello to the month of April. So we know that there is so much to do, some recap, and so much to look forward to, and also look backward to in some of the things that took place this month. We want to hear from you. We are Vooka Breakfast Show on all social media platforms, so do make sure that you connect with us as we are going to be having a blazing morning with you. So what we're going to be talking about this morning, and our highlight is the little things that get us through the week. Some of the purchases that we do weekly or monthly. Very interesting discussion that we're going to be having right here, because each and every Wednesday we aim to bring and to break the midweek slump that you always have, the ideas and the thoughts that are always swamped in your mind, so that you can get them through and have a beautiful day ahead of you. So talk to us, let us engage, because it is going to be interesting. Another thing that we're going to be talking about, our discussion for the day, is the little luxuries that save us. So you know that the hump of the week, the weekend always feels like a distant memory, and the Friday is still over the horizon. You are tired, and the traffic was a little bit of a mess, and your inbox is screaming, but then you stop at that specific garage for that specific pie, or you play that one boom or amapiano track that makes you feel like a king for 3 minutes. So today we're going to be talking about that Wednesday rescue kit, those little luxuries that aren't just treats, they are survival tactics. What's the small thing that keeps your soul together today? If right now you're listening and watching, and something comes to your mind and say, you know what, Mo, Afriberry, there is something that I always do when I purchase something, and it always makes me and makes my day to feel better. So we want to hear from you. Just engage with us, because we are going to be going through that discussion. But before I do that, it's very important to do some morning check-in with the team, because we always make sure that we bring you the best of the best exclusive content right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is episode number 242, and we are going in strongly. So right here I'm with my team, and we are getting ready to kickstart this beautiful Wednesday morning. A very good morning to you, Mr. B. Of course,
what's up, Vooka Nation?
Yeah.
All is well on my end.
Yeah.
I'm happy that the weather is clearing up. But either way, I'm happy either way. So yeah, I'm doing good. Hopefully you guys at home are doing good.
Happiness.
Yes, man, it's happiness all the way. Like I said, for me, I am extra happy because it is nice and sunny today, unlike yesterday and all the previous days when it was just all cloudy and just had a whole lot of rain that was going on without even understanding what's happening. But today I'm just extra happy because it's nice and sunny today. Yes, you still need a bit of jersey or a bit of a cardigan or a jacket on top just to have that extra layer. It's always good to be prepared, but otherwise, at least I get to wear a dress today. Yay!
It's happiness. And as a Sowetan resident, I think I'm more than happy, by just going through a headline that spoke about Gautrain, being expanded to townships like Soweto.
I was fantasizing yesterday.
Yeah, about this.
Yeah, because they're talking about the Gautrain coming to Jabulani.
Yeah.
Meaning you can literally go to Jabulani, take the Gautrain and takes you straight to the airport. Well, you're going to have to do a couple of changes, but I was just thinking about when eventually that happens.
Yeah.
But I think come that time I'll be staying in the burbs, so I don't know. But still good nonetheless.
It is, because they're not saying the money will be invested. They're saying already the money is invested.
Yeah.
So we should be seeing some works, progress going through. We want to see that expansion of rail networks and transport, because one thing about the transport, it really connects different cities. And as big as South Africa it is, with 9 provinces, we really wish that someone can travel to the next province in just minutes, not hours of traveling, right?
I mean, we do have Rovos Rail, but that's a luxury. Inter-provincial train tracks, right?
Yeah.
And I looked it up, man. It's really expensive, but it's luxury, right? It's luxury. But that's the only. Well, even I think Metro Rail does. But I mean, you don't want to be crossing provinces in Metro
with
Rail.
Metro Rail.
No.
I mean, with the problems that they have themselves.
All I have to say is that seeing is believing. With the South African government, one has learned over the years, time and time again, to never be too enthusiastic or have too much hope on things actually coming into reality.
Yep. So
I believe so, because the 2 townships, one is in Pretoria, it's Mamelodi, and Soweto. So last time I checked, I think Tiwa there's about 3 million households in Soweto. Right? So the economy could boom based on this. Because look, we take Ubers going here straight to the airport.
There's data that shows that
or sometimes people just take a taxi to Park Station, a train, and then
township economy is a thing. People take it for granted when they say township economy. A day, there's a lot of money that is being spent. I mean, over 1 million, whether it's 10 million, but a day, there's a lot of money that is spent in the township.
A lot.
So I think this expansion is going to also, bring that improvement that we need.
Especially with local malls.
Yeah.
There's malls being built everywhere. And of recent, there's one in Vleehof that's being built.
Yeah.
Right, so it goes to show, guys, there's a lot of money around here. I think they will.
They have to. So I think
fingers
crossed. They have to, and the money has been invested.
Yeah. And this goes back to what is happening currently in Las Vegas, because now the prices are skyrocketing. So what they're trying to do is to, rescue the tourism in Las Vegas, and people are not going there anymore. So I think with this, they're trying to see that a lot of people want to go to Sandton. Maybe people are no longer going to Sandton. We don't know that. Maybe there's stats and data that shows that they don't have a lot of traffic of people now coming to Sandton, and they know that people in the township, they like to spend. They like nice things. So make it easy for them to
convenience,
get there.
Absolutely.
Make it easy for them.
Absolutely.
Right. So exactly at 9 o'clock, we'll give you your news recap. But as of right now, I just want to hear from you. What do you think about the 120 billion rand that has been invested to Gautrain expansion? Another one that's interesting, it is the load reduction crisis that a lot of townships are still facing, because they promised that by the end of 2024, load reduction and load shedding will be over. But Now, the Minister of Electricity say by the end of 2026 it is possible, but there are downfalls to that. We'll get that deeper in 9 o'clock. So do make sure that you stay, and I want to hear your thoughts. But the conversation that I want to get to right now, of course, it is the monthly purchase or the weekly buys.
Yeah. For me, that's very interesting because I know people that buy groceries on a weekly basis. Weekly, right? And they say that they save more by buying weekly. Yeah. It's something I still need to test myself. But I know someone, she buys groceries weekly, and she gave me the whole breakdown that you end up spending less because whenever you go to the mall grocery store, you end up purchasing whatever it is that you need, as opposed to on a month end when you fill up your trolley, you just take. But then on the other side of the camp, you have individuals that say, look, I'm a specials. When you buy in bulk, when you buy up front once, it saves on money, right? So basically there's two camps, and for me, I'm only used to the one where you buy groceries month end. But like Mtutuzeli said, that there is more month at
there is more money at the end of the month, and there is more month at the end of the money.
Exactly, the latter, right? Where when you buy things on a monthly basis, you find that on the second week, your groceries are finished. And then you go through what they call Mampara month. But if you ration it out, then you can say, okay, this week I've got 500 rands to buy groceries, right? So I feel like it's a balancing act, but I need to try the weekly one. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I have a very different perspective when it comes to this, because when we talk about groceries, I mean, I've had friends and I've seen, the family dynamics, that if you buy groceries, just look at the individuals, because people consume things differently. The reason why people buy groceries is because, I see that at home we don't consume as much food, during the week or during the month. So that will lead me. Understand? So I think with me, it's about the level of consumption that we have at home. If you have a Woma Fobela, then you're going to buy groceries. And there are people who are like, no, guys, I have budgeted. The budget that I have, it's the groceries that will last us the whole month. And if we finish the food,
it's chai,
guys. That means we have to go and borrow money and, do things that we are not used to. Because now you guys, you don't want to adapt to the situation, to say, understand the situation that this grocery needs to last us the whole month. Because there are people who bring stricter rules in the house, whereby they will buy you maybe a polony and say, I want this thing to last you the whole month. And when it's like that, it's like, okay, you will try. Even if, 2 days before the end of the month you can finish it, that's better, but not 3 days into the month, guys. Come on.
Yeah, no, there are people that just eat yonkin.
It's wasters,
right? So do you think when it comes to luxuries, I mean, if you're able to afford ice cream as part of your grocery basket or thing, where are you economically?
You probably don't like the middle.
Do you buy ice cream?
No, in all honesty, I don't. It's more of a luxury, like you said. For me, it's a luxury. At this moment, when I buy things that are literally needed at home.
Weekly?
Monthly. So, for example, I'd rather go for the 800 Rand combo at Pick and Pay. It's the 25 kg and Mpopo.
I mean, those are essentials.
Yeah, but
it doesn't make sense. Because I think even Alababe weekly, week one, they will buy your 12 kgs, because the other argument is ukudla sometimes goes off and then there's wastage, right? So as much as they buy weekly, but I think the first week, they'll probably buy I'm a 12.5 and so on.
I think for me, it's basically the aim is to get the essentials first, and then whatever is left. That's why I can see, am I splurging it on something luxurious items like your ice cream or your chocolate? For some weird reason, my grandmother always finds a way of squeezing in her favorite chocolate on the grocery list. That's why I don't go shopping with her.
Shout out to Grams.
That's like, she even knows I do not go shopping with my grandmother because of such things. And then she has a tendency of blackmailing me. She behaves like a 5-year-old. You don't wanna. I'm your grandmother. I'm like, yo, Brian.
I mean, you know, Abo Sasa, they also contribute because government, exactly. So I think it's only fair, okay, Coco, you know, with
the money
that 2 point something and then you give to the family. I go regular chocolate, buy yourself something.
Oh no,
nice.
not my grandmama. She still expects us to buy it for her, and she knows that she actually gave.
She ain't contributing.
She does, but then now out of Cheletole, she was supposed to contribute. You must include a chocolate, include her underground cocaine, aka sniff, in the mix, and then after that also include some other items that were never even part of your budget. So she knows with me, she always tries to emotionally blackmail me. How?
Let me have a word with
so I've kind of developed a very thick skin when it comes to my grandmother, because I know that with the emotional blackmail, if I fell victim to it, trust me, I'll be spending money that I was not supposed to spend. Even my son is better with emotional blackmail. My grandmother's a PhD in emotional blackmail.
I mean, we have different perspectives and how other people, you know, make their groceries is different. You know, I mean, it's different classes in terms of, okay, where do we buy, you know, the stores that we buy into? Because for me, at home, when we do proper groceries, is always in December. You know, like we buy bulk of things.
You go as a family.
Yeah, we go there as a family. Like me and my brother, when it says November, we sit down. Like we write down things, and also we keep the slips before so that we can also compare the prices, because you find out sometimes that things are getting much more expensive. And
that's very true.
One thing we have also found out is we can also, you know, shop in one of the grocery stores, you know, that are in the malls, you know. So we found out that when you go to, what is this in Rodiport?
Checkers or Sunshine. Cash and carry.
Yeah, we found out that no, man, things are not cheap.
As cheap.
Yes. And then you can go to ShopRite, you can go to Pick and Pay and spend the same money on those same products. And you'll find out that the difference is not even that huge.
Yeah, I mean, someone that works for a huge retail once told me that some of these stores, shopping stores, they'll mark down the price of certain items, and then other items are expensive. So the overall baseline after someone has shopped, you find it's actually the same everywhere. So what my mom used to do, Konalaye Westgate, because there was a Pick and Pay at some point, Pezul, and then there's a Checkers downstairs. So she said, Checkers. And she says, okay, I'm going to Pick and Pay and get 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, then I would go up, buy those things, and then come downstairs to Checkers. But that's how much of a, I don't know, vigilant shopper she was, or she is, right? So
this also has to talk about basically why women take a long time when it comes to shopping, and why
of these days.
The reason why I'm saying this is because we compare the prices. It's because we know that more or less whatever money that I'm going to spend at Pick and Pay is around about the same amount that I'll spend at ShopRite or Boxer. So sometimes it really does not matter. Hence, whenever the papers come, especially for us people who shop on specials, we would sit down all day. Papers at home. My grandmother has a Pick and Pay. My mom is holding a ShopRite. I'm holding a Boxer. We're all comparing all the different prices. Like, you know what? Because I work here in Dobsonville, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items from a Boxer, and then because they're at home, they can split. My grandmother can go to Pick and Pay. My mom can go to ShopRite. Eventually, when you come together, it still amounts to the same thing. Even if I shopped the entire grocery, go Boxer or go Pick and Pay. Let's be honest. most things are pretty expensive at this time.
Well,
and also
this guy
comparing.
kalanga oil, ne? And then he corrects himself, but no, there's the oil as a manzini, and then gonna sunflower oil.
Yeah,
but oil is going up. But shout out to Dobsonville Mall because gonna box, gonna shop right, and a Pick and Pay, right? The only thing is how much is your time worth?
Yeah.
Fully queue. That's a box. You go in queue a ShopRite, and then you go in queue a Pick and Pay. Just for R5 difference. Come on, just pay that R5.
So this morning we are asking, do we save more money by shopping weekly or by buying everything up front for the whole month? I mean, there are downfalls, when it comes to that. Especially when you bring in the factors of power cuts, right? And you know that when I've bought this 20 kg or 10 kg chicken, if now I don't have power for the next 10 days, I have to cook it all. And now you know that I can't buy another 20 kg or 10 kg of chicken, right? So you have to look at the factors. So sometimes you're looking at the factors to say, okay, I can, or the situation allows me to buy grocery for the whole month, or I can buy weekly, depending on where I am right now. I mean,
even lifestyle. If you work, if you work, you don't have time. Just buy monthly.
Yeah. So some of the perspective, of course, that can spark a thought. We also want to hear from you if you're listening right now. We have a different campers when it comes to these perspectives. So the first one, we have the monthly shopper. So these ones, they buy in bulk. They avoid frequent store trips and believe that fewer visits mean fewer impulse buys. The more you go to the store, now you get influenced by these deals and offers that they keep on showing you each and every time when you go to the store.
Sorry to cut you. I mean, if you guys were to buy groceries weekly, she would want a chocolate and a snafe weekly.
It's chocolate, snafe, and also peanuts. The ones that have raisins.
So she would want them weekly.
Yeah.
So it's good that you guys go once a month.
Yeah, I go. I leave her behind.
As a family, I mean.
No, we separate. I don't go with my grandmother when I go shopping.
But your family.
We are family. But she must go with her daughter, not with me. Because she always puts me in a tight corner, especially if there's people around. And it looks so weird, like you're denying your grandmother something, like snacks. Even my uncle doesn't like going shopping with my grandmother because of the emotional blackmail that we suffered.
But speaking of prices, for both of you guys, I prepared a game. Ne?
Okay.
So it's looking at food prices for the last 2 decades, right? So it's just a quick one. So I'm going to ask you a question, and you tell me what you think the price was of a certain item 10 years ago or 20 years ago. All right? So the first one is, the game is called What Did It Cost? Right?
Yeah.
So the first one is, what did a loaf of bread cost in 2016, 10 years ago?
2016.
Option A, 3 Rand 50, 7 rands or 15 rands?
7 rands.
In 2016?
Yeah.
I'll go with B.
15 rand.
15. It's actually 15 rand.
Yeah, it was 15.
10 years ago, it's like 15 rand.
Okay, maybe it's because I was thinking of like your Pick and Pay bread. Hence, I was like 7 rand. And like your Albany or Blue Ribbon. Okay. So, clarity on that one.
I remember. Cool. Right now, it's 20-something rands.
Yeah, it's just, 20 rand on the dot. And then if you buy white bread, that's, And then if you get specialty breads like your low GI, like we're talking 30 rand.
30 rand.
Yeah. So, in 2006, what did 1 liter of milk cost? 4 rands, 8 rand 50, or 16 rands?
I'll go with C.
Yeah.
I'll go with C.
1 liter. 1 liter.
1 liter.
Yeah.
What's the first option?
4 rand, 8 rand 50, or 16 rands?
4 rand. 2006. 4 rand.
It's actually 4 rand.
4 rand. Yeah. 2006. Things were very cheap that time. Very cheap.
And then a dozen eggs in 2026, how much does it cost this year? You should, because you compare again. Because you compare prices. A dozen is 12.
12 eggs.
6.
Yeah.
Not half dozen, a dozen of eggs.
Yeah.
How much does that cost?
I think around 20, 25.
Okay, Mo.
30 something rands.
28 rands.
28. Oh.
Yeah. And then, sorry guys, maybe we'll keep playing Maskube, but in the interest of time, I'm going to ask you the last one. What did 5 kg of maize meal cost in 2006, 20 years ago? 5 kgs.
5 kgs. 5 kgs like this big.
Do you have options?
20 rand, 40 rand, 85 rand.
20 rand.
40.
Okay, how much is it now?
Right now, you can spend around 50 or 60 rand on a 5 kg.
Interesting.
Depending on the brand that you're buying. So if you take for the much more affordable brand is like what they call it, Papa. So it's like 55 rand for 5 kg. But when you buy your Ace, your Iwisa, your White Star, that's when you're about to spend at least roughly around 60 rand for 5 kg.
Yeah, so it was 20 rands.
$20.
Yeah.
5 kg.
2006.
2006. Wow.
You know why, no? I remember I was in matric, right? Just like any other family, we were just going through the most. So at a local spaza shop in Masent, I remember buying a 10 kg maize meal for 17 rands. It's not the best quality, right? But I remember Bankai 20 came back with 3 rand for a 10 kg. Yes, papola konali yellow when you cook it and stuff, but 10 kgs was 17 rand. So
wow,
it makes sense that it was 5 kg was 20 rands.
Yeah.
Because I remember getting a 10 kg for
inflation
17 rand.
I mean, if these prices can skyrocket and just be where they are in a space, of 5 years, I'm thinking what is going to be happening around 2040, 2060 when you look at the prices right now. And I think we should be fighting as much as we can because we are going to be heading to what Europe is at right now when it comes to prices, because there was a time where France they stood and workers, they just protested. They were like, no guys, things are expensive right now and we can't keep up. So if we can't keep up, how are you expecting us to keep the economy running and things like that? So I think it has to get to that point. But we know that there are shops that try to manufacture their own brands so that they can compete with these biggest brands. But now when it comes to that, health does become compromised when it comes to that. So it's those kind of things that we need to look into, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
But going back to the weekly and the monthly purchases, just 3 minutes before we hit 10 minutes to 9 o'clock, as we wrap up this conversation, the last perspective to spark your thought this morning when it comes to this discussion is that the weekly shopper says they only buy what's needed and keep their food fresh, and say less spoilage equals more savings. Right?
That's true, because if you buy especially fruits, you'll see that it's best if you buy them weekly.
Yeah. Interesting. And then studies and consumer report often suggest that frequent smaller shops can reduce food waste, while bulk buying works best only if you stick to a strict plan. I mean, if I'm barely at home, I think monthly or buying in bulk is reasonable.
And also food that has a much longer shelf life.
Yes.
You can't be buying fruits and then you are traveling.
Yeah, very interesting. And then as we are wrapping it up, we want to hear from you. What really saves you money? One big shop with discipline or a smaller weekly trip with control? How do you do your groceries and why does it work for you right now? Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use. And you can send your voice note on 0604933226. So that's how we wrap up this conversation. And of course, heading over to some of the interesting things. But before I do that and take a short break, some comment came through from YouTube from Queen the Empowerer saying,
"Hey Queen,
good morning Vooka Nation and the team. I missed you so much yesterday. Trust me, one day without you on the screen is like a year. I'm off to work digital presenting, but I needed my dose of positivity."
That's the goal, Queen. That's the goal, so that we are synonymous to coffee.
Yeah.
You can't start your day without the Vooka Breakfast Show. The same way you enjoy your morning hot beverages or cold.
And good luck.
You are that kind of a person.
Good luck with your presenting when it comes to that. Right, so it is 1 minute till we hit 9 o'clock, and then when we come back, we are going to be bringing you interesting stuff that you didn't know. So do not switch the dial.
We are live. Durban Streets, what's poppin'?
Favorite morning crew.
Day. Today's Waffle Day, and sorry, Queen, we'll call you back in a second. Did you get the call?
Yeah, so Queen is having troubles in getting our audio from here. So we hope that everything is going to be fixed in a second. But thank you so much for the heads up, Queen. And we will just quickly confirm with you if audio is good and well running.
Yeah. And speaking of Waffle Day, so today is International Waffle Day, which is observed on the 25th of March every year. And it basically celebrates waffles and their cultural variations, right?
Yeah.
So thanks for confirming audio is restored. So yeah, I've seen also when you go to your grocery stores that there are these 5-minute mix where you can just quickly mix muffins and waffles. So
Waffle maker.
Yeah.
Sabawala Willie's waffle right now.
I've never had a waffle.
With cream on it and syrup and strawberries.
No.
You should try a Woolworth's waffle. Oh, they're so nice and soft. They melt in your mouth. Like, that is one of the best waffles I've ever had in my life. By far. You know, Woolies, when it comes to treats.
It means you're part of the middle class, Musa.
No, I had it
let's be honest. Let's be honest. If guys, look, you are blessed if you can buy a Woolworths.
Yeah.
No, right now I can't. It was like back then when I used to work at a restaurant that was like literally opposite Woolworths.
So you were part of the middle class.
Yes, I was part of the middle class. Then I went down because I used to also buy the chocolate brownies. Oh, one of my favorites. So for me, one of the faves for me for Woolworths, it's the red velvet cake, the waffles, and the chocolate brownies. So those ones.
I wonder when that was. But anyway, because today is obviously the 25th, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And it is the 85th day of the year. Oof. And, sorry, it's the 84th. There are 281 days remaining, 40 weeks and 1 day remaining.
Yeah, and I remember that, when we began the year, we were talking about people, being tired. It's 84 days and I'm already tired.
I feel you.
I was watching a podcast, right, of a YouTuber, and they work day in, day out on their channel.
Yeah.
But then they've somehow created a separation between work and other things. So he was intentional to say, I've got work and I do sports or another thing.
Yeah.
But it requires me to leave the premises and go somewhere, right? So maybe, just maybe, you need to pick up something that sort of separates your life into different buckets.
Yeah.
And within those buckets, you have to change and leave the space. The previous space, right? Because if you live in the same room, people that are working from home, it becomes...
It no longer becomes exciting. Now it's just draining.
Yeah, because it's one thing where they are now mashed into each other and you can't really tell what's going on. Right? So perhaps something for you to look at. Wellness Wednesday, Mo. Hashtag Wellness Wednesday.
Yep. That's the way to go, man. Very interesting on some of the things that we are celebrating. I see that we still have some more days that we are celebrating, as we are left with 3 minutes until we hit 9 o'clock. So what is it that we have?
Well, yes, so today we are also celebrating the one and only Sir Elton John, who was born on the 25th of March in 1974 and is turning 79 this year. And Sir Elton John rose to international fame in the early 1970s through a string of hit albums and singles produced in partnership with lyricist Bernie Taupin. In 1972, his album Honky Chateau and singles like Rocket Man and Your Song established him as a global pop rock star. Now that is very interesting. Hey, it is very amazing. And then the nice thing, that the most interesting fact about him is that he actually legally changed his name from Reginald Kenneth Dwight to Elton Hercules John, and he has sold over 3 million copies worldwide, making him one of history's best-selling solo artists.
It's very interesting.
It is.
Elton John, there was a song he did with Tupac, but like a posthumous release of ghetto gospel, yeah. So he's doing the hook, the chorus on that song.
Yeah.
But you know who else is celebrating or sharing a birthday with Elton John?
Who else?
So our parents know her quite well, Aretha Franklin, right? Yeah, because she was also born on the 25th of March, 1942. So she would have turned 84 this year if she was still alive. But people know her because she rose from gospel roots to mainstream stardom in the 1960s. During that era, songs were just like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The technical reason for that is you've got a vinyl and you have a time limit because you want to fit as many songs as possible. So because of it didn't hold a lot of songs in it, you could only have a portion. So you would have probably 4 songs on one side of the vinyl, and then when you flip it,
Very interesting. It is, of course, 9 o'clock on the dot. And of course, if you know anyone who's celebrating their birthdays, you can quickly come through and share or give them a huge shout out. We are going to help them do that. But as of right now, as promised, that we're going to be giving you your news recap. It's 9 o'clock on the dot. So what I want to do is to just take a quick 30-second break, and then we will be back.
We are live. Durban's
First news recap headline, South Africa's load reduction crisis. Why members of parliament are rejecting government assurances. South Africa's electricity crisis remains unresolved for many communities despite the government claims of progress. While national load shedding has largely been suspended, targeted load reduction, cutting power to overloaded local networks, continues to affect densely populated and poorest areas, prompting MPs to say the problem is being rebranded rather than fixed. What you need to know as the viewer and the listener is that Electricity Minister Kgosientsho Ramokgopa told Parliament load reduction could be eliminated by the end of 2026. But MPs from across the political spectrum pushed back, arguing households still facing daily cuts see no real difference between load shedding and load reduction. Government blames illegal connection, aging infrastructure, and overloaded transformers. Eskom estimated about 1.7 million customers are affected. Planned interventions include rolling out smart meters, upgrading local networks, and expanding free basic electricity to the poorest household. What's next is Parliament will continue to press for concrete funding and delivery plans for municipal network upgrades and illegal connection crackdowns. If municipalities are not properly resourced and timelines slip again, load reduction is likely to persist. Communities and opposition parties will keep demanding measurable progress and accountability. On the next news recap, Thabo Bester's court bid. He says he never escaped. Convicted rapist and murderer Thabo Bester returned to the Johannesburg High Court, arguing he did not escape custody but was lawfully released and that the state has not proven otherwise. He seeks a reclassification so he is not treated as an escapee while his criminal matters continue. What you need to know is Bester, representing himself, told the court the issue is whether a criminal court has legally found he escaped from lawful custody. Absent such a finding, he says authorities cannot treat him as an escapee. The case relates to his disappearance from Mangaung Correctional Center in May 2022 when a body later identified as Katlego Bereng was found in his cell. Bester fled the country and was arrested in Tanzania in April 2023 and extradited to South Africa. He faces multiple charges, including fraud, arson, and defeating the ends of justice. What's next is the High Court has reserved judgment on Bester's application. Its ruling will determine whether his classification and treatment in prison charge change while his criminal trial proceeds, and could affect how authorities manage similar custody disputes going forward. On your last news recap, Gautrain expansion, 120 billion rand to link townships. The Gautrain is set for major expansion backed by a 120 billion rand investment to extend high-speed rail into Soweto and other previously undeserved Gauteng townships. The project aims to reduce travel times, lower commuting costs, and address apartheid-era spatial inequality by linking townships directly to economic hubs. What you need to know is that Gautrain management says the expansion will connect townships to hubs like Midrand and Sandton, stimulate local economic activity, and include fair rebates for SASSA pension card holders and people with disabilities. Officials frame the project as more than rail infrastructure. It's intended to improve access to jobs and services to promote inclusivity. Public reaction is mixed as commuters welcome direct connections, while concerns remain about passenger safety and whether the project prioritizes areas lacking existing metro rail services. What's next is implementation will require careful planning on safety, station placement, and integration with existing public transport. Transport experts urge prioritizing corridors without metro rail to maximize access. Success will depend on funding and crime prevention measures and effective coordination with municipal transport networks. That's all we have for your news recap. If there's any developments, we will let you know. But for now, you can share your sentiments or your thoughts using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send your voice note on 060-493-3226. A discussion that is up for after we come back from a short break is the little luxuries that save us. We want to hear from you, and do not switch the dial. Leaving you with the sounds of Nick Caution, Emotional Trauma. 8 minutes past 9, and of course giving you the great sounds of Nick Caution, Emotional Trauma. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning where we are getting rid of the midweek slump. Let us connect on all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, also on YouTube. You can simply subscribe and press the notification button so that whenever we go live, you will be notified that your best breakfast team is in the building and ready to kickstart a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
Discussions still up, and of course one of the discussions and a headline that caught us was the Gautrain expansion, and I just want to expand on that money has been invested, and I think it's something that a lot of commuters and a lot of citizens want to hear.
Yeah, the one thing about the Gautrain is that from Park Station heading over to Rosebank up until Marlborough, it's all underground. Right, meaning that there was a lot of construction that took place in excavating the land underground.
Yeah, right? And building those tunnels.
So I do wonder, coming to Soweto, will it run underground? Because we do have mines here, so it's gonna be a bit tricky. But from Marlborough all the way through to Pretoria. It's running on the surface, right? So with the Gautrain, I do wonder, in Soweto, will it be an underground thing? Because it is expensive. Because the reason why some constructions take place underground is that they've already established an entire city.
Yeah.
So it can't be something that gets done on the surface.
Yep.
But we know Gutilana, we do have houses and all of that. So part of the cost involved initially was to pay individuals that owned property or land so that a pathway can be made for the Gautrain.
Yeah.
So coming back to Soweto, will they go underground, which is more expensive, or will they build on land, and the path at which they take? So some people might have to be paid off.
Yeah.
So I know there's this thing in China where this one owner refused to sell and they wanted to build a highway.
Wow.
So they ended up building around his property, right? I don't know if you know it, but yeah.
When you say that, it reminds me of another one that I saw. So it's a big company. They wanted to build like luxurious estates, and they bought off everybody surrounding this one house, and this man refused to sell. So on both sides, it's estates, but when you look at the one side, he's just there in the middle with green grass. The house is like way over there at the back end. So it's like basically almost going to a farm and just buying like different farmland. So he refused to sell his plot, and it just looks weird because it's just there in the middle with the green grass.
I mean, if it's land that was left for you by your great grandfather, it's got some meaning, it's got some heritage to it. So for you to sell, I mean, it will take quite a lot. Even the president might even come down to talk to you,
We want to do something here.
Then I think Ganjalo, you can at least negotiate. Give me something, guys, right?
Yeah.
But speaking of Gautrain and traveling, the word for today is short left. Right? It's a term that we use right here. And I think we've made it official because when it comes to traveling, the term is being used. So short left literally comes from minibus lingo.
Yeah.
Because Moeketsi takes it's short left. Even if sometimes there's no next apparent left, but then there's short right, people will still say short left.
Short left.
But driver now, it's like, no, but I said short left, But this is a term that comes from the minibus taxi lingo, and it means a short trip, right? So usually just around the corner or a few stops away, if you're in a taxi and you say short left, the driver knows you'll be hopping off soon, not going the full route.
But does it make sense though?
Yeah, the next short left, like the shortest left
A short left.
Yeah, the shortest left. Yeah.
You're not the only person who didn't understand. I remember Steve Harvey once played Family Feud in South Africa, and they were asking for different signs that we do in order for us to get off of a taxi. And he was shocked when people said after robot. I was like, what do you mean after robot? It's like, no, it's like, what do you guys mean? Like, I don't understand your lingos when you get off taxis. It's so confusing. So yes, Mo, even if the left is not that short, it's still considered a short left.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes you are trying to understand, you know where it's coming from, to say, okay, short, the short left, or you can just say, what if we said left?
The next left.
Yeah, or right.
Even when you direct an Uber driver, more especially if you have this long stretch of road and then perpendicular to you, you've got these streets that go in. I would say no, turn on the third left from this one or the third right. So it makes perfect sense. It's the shortest one because there's multiple ones that come through. So I don't know if it's the second left, third left. So if it's the next one, you then say the shortest left, which is short left.
Yeah, or say second left, because you would have streets that are turning left. It's like several streets, and then not second short left.
I'm sorry, but not with our taxi drivers. For them, it's like, please tell me when I'm approaching your stop. That left, like I don't remember.
Third left. When you're approaching that third left, or if you don't say short left, you just stick to the other normal one. Then they know that you're getting off there.
But also, layer after robots now it makes sense. They can't stop at the robots
when it's green.
Right.
You can say robots, because I think for me, I gauge before I, get off the taxi. I gauge first if the robot is going to be closed. Then I say robots. But now, when it says green, then you can say after robot. Yeah. So because the other people are saying after robot, like the robot is closed, and he's staying on the taxi say after robot.
It makes sense because if unomtwalo, you need time to offload
your things.
Your things, right? So. You need them to stop Gasi, and then but also there's a cultural meaning with the word of short left, right? Where short left has become a broader expression of taking a quick break as well. Right. So guys, I just need a short left, right? Yeah. And then obviously when it comes to tourism here, they've adopted the term because when it's short left, which shows some destinations around SA and the southern area. So that's the word of the day, short left. It's got multiple meanings, but to use it in a taxi, I sebenze passing. Because in our bus, there's like designated stopping areas.
Sevens into one bus stop.
Yeah, bus stop, right? I go to short left.
Yeah, even a taxi, we need a taxi stop, guys, because it shows that the systems, corner house, corner house on your left.
Well, with taxis there,
after Hambo,
if you've experienced taxi because you're like short left, this guy's not stopping, slowing down. A short left, a short left, and then obviously when you exit the taxi, you slam the door. That's your signature. I'm upset, but yeah. Very interesting, man. Very interesting.
Yeah. So we want to hear from you if you have anything to share in terms of our word of the day, which is short left. It literally comes from the mini bus taxi lingo, and now it's adopted. We have a short left as a tourism, getaway trips that you can, go through with your friends and families to plan some of the trips that you want to take.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it is very, very, very interesting. And of course, that short left brings us, we need to take a short left and come through to the conversation that we introduced earlier, which is the little luxuries that save us. I introduced that for some people, it is, of course, a hump of the weekend. The weekend also feels like a distant memory. It is far, right? And Friday is still over the horizon. But when we try to bring a little bit context on this conversation is the lipstick effect in 2025. In 2026, you're asking yourself. So I just want to draw a picture for you to understand what you're talking about. So you've had a rough morning and you go into a shop, see a fancy chocolate, a bar, or a new pair of colorful socks, and you think, I shouldn't, but I need this. You buy it and suddenly the world feels 10% lighter. In 2026, economists and psychologists are studying what they call hedonic relief, when the big luxury like a new car or a massive holiday feels out of reach because of the economy. We pivot to the little luxuries. It's actually a historical phenomenon called the lipstick effect. When times get tough, sales of small indulgence go up. We aren't being wasteful. We are recalibrating our emotional balance so we don't blow a fuse.
Do you think the lipstick effect comes from when you guys go and powder your nose and you apply lipstick and you come out? It's like you've just, revived yourself. Okay.
I don't powder my nose, so I don't know how to answer that.
Lipstick, lip gloss.
Yeah, it's basically, you could say that, because at that moment it's almost like a fresh new feel again, all over again. For the fact that you're applying it, it's like letting go of the outdated layer and applying on a new one.
Interesting. So for me, Mo, it's definitely a sugar rush.
Yeah.
Because when I'm at the mall or something, I need to grab a chocolate. I need to get something.
Yeah.
And there are times where I do go to the mall specifically for that one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with me also personally, because I feel like, I'm not doing enough things for myself. So sometimes I feel guilty when I buy necessities and I don't buy something nice for myself. It's like I'd rather die, guys. Like with the money that I have right now, I need to buy, something for myself. It can be things that are very important, things that I need. But trust me, when I buy that snack, I buy that cool drink for myself, I actually feel 10% lighter.
So it's true.
It is. Effect. No, it is.
So you know what Robert Kiyosaki says? If you've read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah.
He says, pay yourself first.
Yep.
That's what he says. Ati, this will be motivation to make more money, but you pay yourself first, then you pay everything else after.
Yeah.
So because you're the one, you're the one that's working. So just like Ukoko with the snafu. But apparently Ukoko, okay, but anyway. So buy yourself that chocolate, even if it's not your money.
Yeah.
Get it, she's using your guys' money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kapile.
Right. So anyway, pay yourself first, do this thing, and then you'll be right. But obviously there's limits to this thing, because I've seen it get out of hand, give me. And this is where the tension comes in, because you're doing too much of that thing, right?
Yeah.
So whether it is guilt or grit.
Yeah.
So that's where the debate is. Yeah.
I mean, for me, my mind sees numbers very weird, because I do have like a threshold when I'm going shopping, because I'm like, okay, I don't want to not have anything, on the bank account. Because sometimes it goes to a point that even if I have like 100 rand, I would say, okay, let me buy things that will maybe leave 60. And then after having 60, I'm like, okay, let me buy until I left with 20, 40.
And
okay,
then
at
you
least
ain't got
5
nothing.
rand. So, more than anything, you should try to engage someone who has bought groceries and didn't buy anything for themselves. Trust me, it will never go well.
No, I have, where there are times where you exit a mall, a store, and you were just there for that one thing.
Yeah.
And it feels weird.
It feels like your heart is bleeding.
It's now bad. At least no buy ice cream. And sometimes I would leave the mall because I don't have, right? But I really wanted a time, or I want to start practicing. I have lots of it, and then I still leave the mall. And I think I have, probably because of time, because I'm in a rush and I don't feel otherwise. But why is it that when you don't have and you exit the mall, the store, without buying anything, it's like, yeah, I can feel it, dude. I know, guys, I'm not successful.
No, I mean, this thing is, it's the same thing as a diet, you know, because even dietitians, they will tell you and they will just encourage you to have like cheat days, because if you become too hard and become too extreme, once you cheat, you will never go back to your original diet, because you need to say, okay, if maybe on a 7th day or 7th day, maybe just take one day cheat day.
So you're saying Wednesdays are cheat days?
Yeah, just cheat once, because if you're going to take 2 years without eating spoils, treats, once you guys, once you take one bite, trust me, you'll never go back to dieting ever again, because it's a psychological thing, because you know that our body is more attracted to junk food and these, you know, sweetery things and things like that. So you need that in your body. I mean, your body needs a portion of that. The problem is people indulge more. They go over in the portions that they're supposed to have. But I feel like everyone needs this.
That's where the problem is. You go to a buffet, né?
Yeah,
and you come up like you go in with a strategy to say, I'm going to sample everything. And then as soon as you take a bite from that chicken, it's like, yo, guys, this chicken is so you want 3 or 4 pieces, because it's that good. And then by the end of the buffet, you realize, Guti, my plan just went out the window, right? Because the contrast here is, what if you're spending money that you should be saving, like you mentioned, from 100 to 60 to 20, because now the guilty pleasures, where yes, you enjoyed, it's nice, and then after that it's like, you know what, I shouldn't have, right? Because this happened to me yesterday, where I was thinking, let me buy a can of Coke, but I'm like, no man, there's cool drink here at the studio, so I need to then wait and have delayed gratitude in order for me to come and have cool drink. And then as soon as you walk in, last, like, I pay leave.
Yeah, but it is very interesting. It is very interesting. But when we bring in the tension when it comes to this, is that there's what we call the guilt and the great debate. That, you know, we can go all, you know, on and off with it. So with the 50 Rand artisanal coffee, is that $50 a waste of money that should be in your savings, or is it the grit that allows you to keep working for that savings account? Some see small indulgences as guilty pleasures, while others see them as essential investment in their mental health. The contrast is sharp. Are we borrowing from our future for a 5-minute high, or is Bent actually more expensive than latte? The thing is, I think borrowing, because for me, like, it really feels bad to take money that I have saved, because I think on a Monday I borrowed 10 rands, because there's money that I always need to have. As I mentioned, that I don't need to always not have money. Like, there's money that I need to have.
You need to have petty cash on you.
So I mean, it's money that I don't use. It should be there, because I was taught in terms of maybe attracting money and things like that. I learned that you need to have all notes: 10 rand, 20 rand, 50, 100, 200. They're just there. You're not using them at all. You just have them right there.
What, 380?
Yeah, around there. 380. Yeah, it is 380.
Yeah, 200, 100, that's 300, 50,
380.
50, and then
yeah, that's why government is giving people 370. So it makes sense that people should have that, you know, like, you should have that amount of money. So they're like, okay, let's give them all of the notes, and they have added, you know, extra 20 rands. But I borrowed 5 rands, you know, from that little Scotty that I have, and like, I felt so bad. Because I couldn't spend the whole week, you know. It's like I was owing a bank, man. Like, it's like I took a loan from a bank and they're here.
So saving with purpose, né?
Yeah.
If, let's say, the goal is you want to save enough to buy something, then sure, feel bad because you have not yet reached the goal.
Yeah.
But Nale savings there, it's like, it's just for the future.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That one is like an indefinite guilt trip. Because now you need the money, and then when you take the money, it's like, ish, I feel bad. But the question is, what was the whole plan, or the whole reason why you started saving?
I mean, there are so many reasons, because there are people who like to hold on money, right? And they don't even have reasons why. Once that money is being spent, they will just even kick the roof off their house because of that money has been touched. They don't even know. But it's that thing of acting out of safety to say, I need to have this because on a very bad day, very bad, at least you need to have something that you can take out from whatever savings that you have for yourself. I mean, it's part of, the financial literacy that you always teach yourself, just to trying to understand what is budgeting, what is saving, what is also investing. Because you can also invest in yourself. As much as you are saving 5 rands, next time, put 6 rands. Next time, put 7. It doesn't have to be somewhere else. But it is very interesting, because we also want to hear from you. If you are someone who indulge in the little luxuries that save you from, being that grumpy person. You know that when you're in a till, I mean, it is psychological why they put the snacks in front of the till.
Temptation 101.
You stay there, you're like, I've worked so hard. Let me at least get some Smarties.
And they come in different packages. It's so enticing, because you have the lollipops, you have your Smarties, you have your Kinder Joys, then you have your bars, and then after the beer cold drink, you energize.
Sure. No, they make sure.
They make sure.
Have you shopped and opened a pack of snacks, drinks whilst doing the shopping?
I've never done that. I think I've only done it the time I was with you, but it was only with a drink. Yeah, because
normally it's with drinks with me.
Yeah, I don't know, but I always have this thing that let me pay for this thing so that it belongs to me.
Decline. Look, if you've got physical liquid cash, do it, right? And if you don't trust Uguti, there might be a debit order that took the Malbe corner, then maybe wait. But if you know you have it, look, man, just open a pack of chips
and enjoy.
Yeah. Have you done that?
I've done that, but on my way to the till. I've never just done it, but literally in the line as I'm waiting. Most of the time it's with my other favorite thing, biltong. So that's what I did it with. I was super hungry that day. I can't even remember where I was coming from, but I stood in line, had the jerky in hand, and I just started munching away right in the line. By the time I walked to the till, there was 2 pieces left.
See, that's middle class people problem. If you are hungry and you eat biltong, biltong, you know how expensive biltong is.
Yeah, I buy it then and then, not all the time. Literally, when I have money,
I'm teasing. You're part of the middle class, but you don't want to admit it. Steve, it's something you do, right? No. I don't mean buy biltong. I mean just grab a snack while shopping.
Open the snack, eat, and then pay.
Sometimes, because I once paid for 2 water bottles, empty.
So didn't you have the edge of putting the bottle away, or just leaving it there?
No, guys, imagine your photo.
Camera plastered on the wall.
Your photo being plugged in, this guy. So
you stole water.
Wow. Exactly, and also they take a mug shot, but they let you hold
whatever that you've stolen.
It's like, dude, I'm on. Come on, bro.
Yeah, very interesting. Of course, it is 28 minutes till we hit 10 o'clock. What we're going to do is to take a short break and bring you some of the most interesting stories that you have missed. And, of course, trending headlines that are trending right there out there. So what I'm going to do is to take a short break, and then we will be back right after this.
Zakes Bantwini and Black Coffee reunite after 15 years apart. We say apart from the public scene, but who knows? They're probably talking in the background. But it was Zakes Bantwini and Black Coffee reunited on stage for the first time in around 15 years. So the surprise performance marked a rare moment for the two pioneers of South African house music, and their reunion quickly gained attention online as a symbolic full circle moment for the fans. So this is the first time that they've come together in roughly about 15 years performing together, and the reunion happened during a live performance, and it was unexpected. So Zakes Bantwini publicly acknowledged the emotional and the musical significance of the moment. So if you're wondering who's Black Coffee or Zakes Bantwini, Black Coffee and Zakes were key collaborators in the late 2000s, helping shape South African soul and Afro house music. Their partnership produced influential work, including the track Juju, which was in 2011, and contributions to albums like Have Another One and Home Brewed. They later pursued separate successful careers, making their long absence a shared performance notable. So what's next is that fans are watching closely to see whether this reunion leads to future collaborations of new music. Though now it stands as a meaningful one-off performance moment that they shared on stage together. So fans are wondering if a possible collaboration. But I think, man, for the type of music that they are in, they can keep making music well into their 70s.
Yeah, they definitely can, because everybody knows that Black Coffee and Zakes Bantwini have always been such a wonderful and amazing powerhouse when it comes to the world of house music, and their music is effortless, it's timeless. Even still today, if you play Juju, people are still gonna go mad over it because it's amazing music till today.
More than anything is the music education that they have and that they want to bring into, South African artists more than anything, because we have seen, the likes of DJ Maphorisa, Kabza Small reaching out to, Black Coffee for some advices, and of course wanting to penetrate other, musical markets that are out there. So I feel like them coming through and maybe having the school of music, it will really mean a lot. We have a lot of artists who do not have any idea of what music means and the education that it comes with just being informed. I feel like with Black Coffee, with the likes of Zakes, they are the pioneers of what house music is looking like.
And beyond music, I think you and I were playing FIFA, right?
Yeah.
Or FC.
Yeah.
And we heard one of the songs from Zakes.
Yep,
Osama, right? In FIFA, now called FC. And this comes back to that school of music where your music doesn't only exist in clubs, but it's like when we are gaming, you can hear Neyman, but this is Zakes, So I was super proud when it comes to that. But you're right. I think, and I absolutely think, because they've got long-standing careers, they could really help out the upcoming cats on how to have a long, sustainable music career. Yeah, very important.
Interesting.
Yeah, man, that is very true. But then another thing that has also been keeping us updated when it comes to the world of entertainment is that Tony Forbes slammed the commission over AKA footage and says that family was forced to relive the trauma. And unfortunately, that's a very sad thing. Tony Forbes has criticized the Madlanga Commission for airing video footage linked to the killing of his son, AKA. He described the decision as insensitive, saying it forced the family to relive traumatic events publicly. The footage resurfaced during recent testimonies as part of the commission's proceedings. Now, what you guys can also know is that the video showed AKA's final moments during before his 2023 killing in Durban. Tony Forbes says that replaying the footage was unnecessary for the line of questioning, and he also believes that the decision caused emotional harm to the family and the public. Now, the footage that we're talking about was footage of AKA's death, which happened in 2023, and the footage was introduced during a testimony by Sergeant Fani Nkosi while discussing how the video was circulated. The Madlanga Commission, chaired by retired Justice Mbuyiseli Madlanga, was established to investigate allegations of corruptions and interference within South Africa's criminal justice system, and AKA's case has become linked to its broader inquiry. What's next is that the commission's hearings are ongoing, with suspects in AKA's killing expected to face trial. Forbes comments add pressure on the commission to balance public accountability with sensitivity towards victims' families. And this is something that needs to be taken seriously, because at this moment, most people have already even forgotten what the footage even looks like or what happened. And for that to come back, and the AKA also still has a pretty young daughter, for her to relive all of that, what happened to her dad, and having it being aired publicly yet again, is definitely something that I wouldn't want any child of mine to go through. As a mother and as somebody who's part of a family, I wouldn't also want to relive such a very traumatic incident.
I mean, they could be strategic about censoring what goes out to the public, but then what's happening within the commission, sure, they can show it there, but not that it should go out.
I mean, one of the things that we need to understand right now is, the digital footprint era that we are in, because when people see this footage or the footage is being shared, even if it can be removed, there's someone who is storing it somewhere out there.
Most definitely.
Yeah, they want to use it for publicity. We know what people are willing to do, when it comes to publicity and trying to expose what they are doing, because they know, and it has worked. If I have something that belongs to someone who is a celebrity, which is very bad and can tarnish their image, I mean, I can use it to push my music.
For sure.
Because there's someone who will post a video, and then what people do is they click on your profile. And then when you go into the profile, it's like, this guy's a musician. And then that's how they want, those clicks to happen, so that,
AKA,
your
they use
profile.
it as bait. They use it as bait, basically.
In the long run, it doesn't work out. I mean, speaking of publicity, did you hear about the AKA lookalike that was performing his songs in a club?
I think I once heard about that guy, and I saw the video of him on a stage.
On a stage with naked, half-naked girls, like a performer, and even the mannerisms, the gestures.
Yeah,
it's as if he studied AKA. Yeah, he studied AKA, and he's out there performing his songs. And I don't know, people will have mixed views, but it's like, look, guys, I'm out here celebrating the life of AKA. Others would be like, hey, dude, too soon, don't do that. But I understand for the family, because it's very close to heart. Go where it's like, ish, you're not that person, right? That's the video right there.
Man, super mega reliving. And he looks like the young AKA, man. Back in the days, kind of was this album cover, man. That's
how didn't people spot the voice?
So Steve, put it in the middle screen, right? So first move Vegas aside to the next screen, right? And then put it in the middle screen. Don't play the audio, just show the video. But that's the AKA lookalike.
It reminds me of this other guy. Who's that guy from The Hangover, the fat one? There was also a lookalike of him rocking out in Vegas and collecting money. That person made a whole lot of money just pretending to be him, especially during the Hangover franchises when they were being released. Until they stopped. That's when money stopped flowing in.
Even with KSI in one of his videos, right? With KSI in one of his videos, sorry, Afriberry, on camera, like volume low. Because
I'm still shocked by that video.
Anyway, KSI did this whole run across the UK of celebrity lookalikes, like Abanta Bafana, I saw Ed Sheeran, and the people came through. One looks like Ed, but cannot sing. Right. So he did this whole thing. I think the video came out about 2 weeks ago. So a whole lot of celebrity lookalikes came through I mean, I feel like I look like so and so. We've seen it with Michael Jackson, where they love him so much that they would, do the whole dance, the dress code, the glove, the white socks. But I don't know. The AK lookalike, I feel like,
hey man, talking about lookalikes,
celebrate that.
I think you should check out these other Brazilian guys.
Oh yes, the lookalike of Vin Diesel and Jackie Chan.
There's Will Smith.
There's Jackie Chan.
Martin Lawrence. There's also Harry Potter. So like these things, I mean, they're using the opportunity because people are like, "Hi man, like." Are we being fooled? I mean, in the age of AI right now, you never know what's true, right? Plus, especially when the person is still alive, they still have that look-alike. People will go, hey, we spotted Harry Potter there, hey, we spotted Will Smith, and then things like that. But yeah, it's very interesting.
It's so weird because they're also short. They're not even the height of the actual celebrity. So it just looks very weird.
Yep, but you can let us know right there in the comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Some of the comments came through right there. Nelly Saw came through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation, Vugile FM, happy Wednesday, guys. Hashtag Vooka Nation, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning to DBN Underground Radio. And then Mr. Mooketsi came through saying a very good morning, Vooka team, Vooka Nation and Underground Radio DBN team. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. Hashtag Happy Blessed Wednesday morning. Stay safe and take care of yourself. And yours Nelly so comes through saying he looks like AKA at Afriberry. I am shocked too.
I am also
the way
shocked.
He holds the mic, the hand gestures and those kind of things, very interesting. But you know that we still on our conversation that we were having earlier about the little luxuries that save us. You go to a grocery store, you do your groceries, and something in your mind tells you that, hey, you need to put yourself first. I understand the family comes first, but buy that chocolate, buy that snack for yourself. Chocolate, right? So bringing the emotional curveball on this is the real talk with this is the emotional exhaustion doesn't always need a grand solution. Sometimes the smaller indulgences, that specific chocolate bar, that 10-minute nap, those brand new socks is actually an act of rebellion against the grind. It's you saying, I'm still the main character here. Joy often hides in the tiniest choices, and those small choices are often our strongest lifeline.
So what's the difference between these little luxuries and becoming or being a emotional eater? Is there a fine line between the two?
I think there is.
Okay.
Because whenever you are triggered, you eat. And on this one, it's a different case because it's like when I'm emotional, I think of something different else, right?
Okay.
But wherever you are, you get emotional, you buy a chicken, you buy chicken dust, you wanna eat.
I think I'm one of those, but with select items, more especially when I go down Lima Robotini, they sell ubende.
Yeah.
Even if I just got the quarter, I'm like, no,
you will still make space for it.
I'll mix a quarter with the band.
Wow.
That's how much I love it. So I guess I'm an emotional eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And also bringing the perspectives into this conversation, we know that we have different camps and we want to know which one do you fall into, because we all have the luxury personalities within us. The first one is the optimizer. These people, they see small spends as distraction from the main goal. They believe every cent counts and value discipline over daily delight. Optimization everywhere you go. And then we have the soul soother. They believe life is found in the in-between moments. They argue that small joys prevent burnout and keep the engine running. Right?
I think that's where I fall in.
Yeah, you are the soul soother. Like in between moments, while I'm doing shopping and doing other things, I need to do something that is going to make me feel better, right? And to keep my engine running. And then we have the Vooka Realist, which is they use little luxuries like power-ups in a video game. They spend intentionally to boost their energy for the next round.
So it means your energy is up for sale.
Every time. That sale, of course, if you spend intentionally, it boosts your energy for the next round to say, okay, if I've spent now, I am going to spend the next time. I mean, there are different perspectives because for me, it's like, it depends. Like, it really depends what I am buying, right? I struggle to buy snacks when I'm buying cosmetics. Like, I struggle. I don't know why. It's a psychological thing, but if I'm going out to buy like little groceries and things, that's when my mind is like, okay, you need to get some snacks because whatever that you're buying, it's something that can be consumed.
At this KM and Clicks, you've probably seen Uguti.
Yeah.
They do have snacks, they've got drinks, and then they've got chocolates.
Yes.
And whenever you buy like your snacks, no, I mean, if you buy a drink and snacks, then you get a chocolate, right? So I think you can get cosmetics and still get a chocolate in between that. But to resolve and bring this back home, in terms of permissive joy, you are allowed to do all of this because at its core, the Little Luxuries discussion is about permission. So we spend so much time asking permission to be successful or productive, but we forget to give ourselves permission to be happy in small everyday ways. I enjoy ice cream, so now and again, to go out for ice cream, right? Even if you buy that little tub in Zini and halfway during the day, Mosebenza, just grab a scoop, grab a scoop. So the value isn't in the price tag, it's in the pores, the luxury. A luxury is anything that makes you feel seen by yourself. If it serves your sanity in the middle of a Wednesday storm, then it's worth it. It's gold to you. So it's about giving yourself that permission to pause and reset and reboost yourself. Right. So I think we find it in different ways. So for some people, it might be just taking a walk. For others, it's chilling in the garden. For others, it's spending or buying something. And I've noticed something of recent where, because we do patrolling right here, there are times where I'm like, okay, let me just take a walk, right? Just to go check up the road and come back. And there's no one in the streets. Total silence apart from dogs barking here and there. And that moment, like I'm alone with my thoughts. I found a gem in this. Yes, it's tiring. You're out at night and winter's fast approaching. But when you're alone, it's amazing because you can think, you can
process
plan
things properly.
And process. So I think for me, that's my luxury that I get to have.
Very interesting. Yours, Nelly, comes through on the comment section saying, I would go maybe twice a year alone to a restaurant and have a 3-course meal. Then I go buy myself small things like a perfume, small handbag, do my hair, a reminder that I'm someone's daughter, right? Just to spoil yourself. I mean, it's nice being a girl, guys. Like, it's really nice because a typical guy having 23 rands in his bank account would want to buy a car. All they think about is a car. It's like, okay, can you even buy yourself some snacks, dude? It's like, guys, I want a car now. I want a double story.
Maybe it's because guys are not naturally born with like sweet teeth. There are some guys who have sweet teeth. King,
What?
Banna Babangi don't have like the urge to have something extra sweet. It's not each and every single man that's like that, but most who actually indulge in sweet things would actually take the 23 rand and go buy themselves a chocolate or something nice and sweet. Because I know what my uncle, he used to chow chocolate so bad.
I want a pen.
I mean, 23 rands they are counting. Get fun no donama. Because if you've got 15 rands in your account, what can you do? You need to
With
wait.
it, yeah.
You need to wait up until it gets topped
They
up.
even charge you with that 15 rand on top of that, and it's bad. So Nelson comes to saying, but this happens when I'm stressed. It's almost like I am regrouping myself after the treat. I'm ready to fight this everyday life that comes with challenges. I recharge after blowing that 2K.
Yeah.
I mean, we all need that. More than anything, we need that moment where you like, you know, there's a feeling that sometimes you feel like this money does not belong to us. There are people who literally separate themselves from the money to a point
That's
that, it's like, hey, I need to steal my money. Like it's your money, but you feel like you're stealing from yourself. And it's not even like that.
Welcome to adulting.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Welcome to adulting. What did you get your son for his birthday?
Unfortunately, I'm only going to get money next week. I do not have money. But with the little... I actually had 50 rand. So I left it at home. So I don't know. I never actually asked what they got. No, I left it on Sunday actually. I got I got 50 rand on Sunday. That somebody owed me about cash, so I got it on Sunday. I withdraw.
Too much information.
Yeah, I collect, Baba.
But to wrap up this conversation, as we are left with only 3 minutes, right? We are asking a question that what is your little luxury? Is it specific food, a fashion piece, a playlist, or even just 10 minutes of absolute silence? And please be honest, do you see it as a guilty pleasure you hide from your budget, or as essential self-care that keeps you going? But as we soften the edge, little luxuries don't solve the big problem, but they soften the edges of hard life. Maybe the real reason is this: joy doesn't always come in grand gestures. Sometimes it's in the small everyday choices that remind us we are human. Enjoy your little thing today without guilt. As the Vooka Breakfast Show, that was another exciting episode that we had for you. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We'll see you same time, same place right now. So any guilty pleasures or any little things are you going to indulge in today?
I mean, I always do it. So give me, it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
I wanted to indulge in chocolate chip biscuits, but I didn't find them, so I gave up. Instead, I indulged in the knickknacks.
We'll see what this day has for us. But as for us, we will see you same time, same place. Take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of your day.